it.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see? Go to it.
It's not
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Ih, acho que demora mesmo essa parte.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Away too many times. Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senna explored new paths into the unknown. Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree? You can't go up
You
there.
can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
Not in this world. You can't.
He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
He was kind to her. He cared in a way that nobody else did. You broke it. You killed it.
You couldn't see the darkness within you.
It's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
You're cursed. Do you think she remembers him?
Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong? Senwa, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in
Do you
the
remember
world.
what it was to touch
The dark world.
without you?
Where are you taking me?
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way.
Doesn't know.
There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it.
You're nearly there.
She can find the way.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother
Years had
confessed.
passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities, tearing at her soul.
And for this, Hood is slain.
You have no time for this. Speed up.
These rooms mean nothing.
Ever again. They've set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
It's laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
And Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you. The curse cannot be
You kill the things you love with your curse.
You kill the things that are most precious to you.
Dillian didn't deserve this.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair? Do you remember the way he felt?
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
What if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense? The gods were lying.
If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense. Zinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed. Slow! Quicker!
You saw that she was strong. What if they're all about wasting your time just delaying by minutes by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she
They mean nothing.
special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
What if the gods are just
Playing,
What if the gods are laughing?
messing with her.
It would
Dillian! Be the first time.
It's not safe.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld,
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her
She's
father,
strong.
Zinbel.
Steady, she can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Breathe. Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea.
He's gone. You've lost him. He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So if someone is afraid of the dark, should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy?
She hasn't got the energy.
No. Too much to do.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older, and where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we?
I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's
Creepy.
creepy.
It feels wrong.
It feels strange.
Something's wrong. This has to be wrong.
This place stinks.
It's disgusting.
It smells like death.
I can't breathe.
Can you smell the death?
It's too much.
Turn back. There he is.
There he
Dillian.
is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
Where's it gone?
Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Then you will succeed. Just one little test.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillian.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
You succeeded. Now you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get him.
Come to me. Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there?
You have to find him.
Come out.
Dillian!
It's too much.
They're coming for me.
You're dying. It's too much.
Someone's calling you.
Someone's calling me. What's that voice?
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him.
Dillian?
Go to him.
Dillian doesn't sound
He's trying to save you.
Don't let it see you. It is.
Go towards it. Run.
Focus.
It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away.
Feel it.
You'll die.
Are you? Don't let it see you. Don't get distracted. It's the burning has not started to Where's Dylan? This is taking too long. Can you hear him? Where's he? You're lost. You have to find the unseen creature. You can't do that. Where are they? Where are we?
It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe.
You're dying.
You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
What should I do? The light. Go towards it. Focus. Focus. Look. One had to find one more. One dance. Find the other symbol. You're lost. Look at him. Where is he? I can't find you! You've got them. Where's the door? Find a way out. Find the gate. Get out. Run. Run. Look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Esse teste já foi um pouco mais complicado.
Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn. And it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away.
Herva disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were...
I can hear him.
Damn the Northmen. Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herva, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus.
Use your mind.
Where's he? You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. It's not him. It's not him.
We told you.
We told you it was a trick. Doesn't sound like Dillian. What's happening? It's not him, it can't be. What's that sound? The voice is changing.
What? That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian. It sounds like...
Within the burial mound, Herva calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Does everything look the same? Looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue. Look.
Light the torch. Light it. Look for the torch. Light it.
Help you.
What can you see?
It'll help you see.
Acho que eu tenho que seguir as tochas, na verdade.
Where are we?
She has no idea.
We're going round in circles. You have fallen in. Does you think look the same? Looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues. What's it? What's different?
There's a clue.
Let her think.
No. No, don't let her think.
Space. She just
No,
knows.
no, no.
She doesn't think. Don't listen to her.
She
Just
needs
think.
us. She needs us to help her.
Think clearly. What do you need to do?
She needs
You're lost forever.
What are you going to do when the torch runs out?
Wander around until it gets dark, and then what will you do?
How will you save yourself? There's
Darkness will come to claim you again.
nothing you can do. Nothing.
Nossa, agora eu me perdi totalmente. Ah, saco, ficar num círculo até quando?
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian. Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through.
No, Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could.
Trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. You think they want your body, they want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods now. Nothing is yours anymore. It's disappearing with your memories.
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
No. Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. And there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes,
The
you
others.
can.
The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
almost reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
So sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of him. It won't let me go.
Senua, my father, he taught me that the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward. You proved that to me in the warrior trial. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. You need to
I'll do my best.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There's a water. I can't go on this way.
Then look for another way and tell me what you find.
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
There's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
think I'm in a house. It stinks. Of death.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Delia. Help me. Delia, is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
You've done it. The warrior trials. Go get the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Dillion gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillion's clan.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
No. He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
years later, with Zinbel's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Diane?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us! You have blood on your hands!
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Unleash the sword. She's going to die.
No, she isn't.
She needs to focus.
The mirror focus is building.
Focus!
A sea of corpses. The corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on the Father, Zinbel, you turned your back on the gods, and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
Mother! Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua?
It's
Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
The darkness took her life, and it will take yours. It's taking you further and further into it.
Mother! I need you! Help me!
You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved one was powerless against the darkness when it came for her. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her? fight on. Maybe you too should suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood seep into the seas of the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants and let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he'd thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
Darkness has taken you, Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua.
You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother. To go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua, look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help, a little hope.
Into the mountain.
Can you see it?
Shall we tell her where to go?
It's not far. Go on.
Look up.
Just up there.
Listen to us. Shall we tell her where to go?
Shall we?
Does she know which way to look? Does she know her way into the mountain?
She's a good girl. Oh, isn't she? Look up. So clever. Did you miss us? Oh, she did. She did.
Glad we're back.
She's so glad we're back. Go on. Go up. Go up. Go up into the mountain.
There's a door.
You can do it.
You can see it.
Come on, Senua.
Go away. I'm not listening.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father and took the gold all for himself. Fafnir hid the treasure out on a heath and could not leave it. And from the evil in his heart, he turned into a dark creature, a dragon.
What is it?
She can feel it.
No.
Don't open the door.
Don't go in. Don't.
Turn back. Turn back.
What's in there?
Get back! A great beast guards Helheim. Garm is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stink. What are you afraid of, Senua? How will you save Dillion if you are too much of a coward to step into the shadows?
They can't stop me.
Then do it! The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here. Don't be fooled. The beast is still here. No. It's a trick.
Mother, do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua. It's so loud.
It's not her.
So full of hate.
It's a trap.
I just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away, and he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now.
But they always come back. He says I will die if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead.
No,
They want me with them.
stop!
That's why they crawl through the walls.
Don't listen
Do you
to them.
see them? Do you see their faces?
He's coming. Senua, help me! Help! Get me out of here! Don't go!
Where has she gone? She's disappeared again.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started. When her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father, Sinbel. I suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her. But it doesn't matter now, does it?
Her torch is going out. No, it's not. It's going to run out soon. She hasn't got much time. Out. She's too slow. It's not going to burn out. The darkness will come again. Stay tight. Stay right down. Hidden in plain sight. She has it. You have it. Too more to find. Too more to find. Why are you doing these pointless rules? Your time. Symbols are pointless. They're meaningless. There's nothing behind the door. Save Dillion. This is just another trial. Just another trick. Just to distract her from her real mission. You think you know, but you don't. Your mother is dead. Is dead.
anywhere without your light. Take the torch and move. What's she doing? She's lighting the torch.
It's not gonna help her. She's lighting the
Do you think you can keep away from the shadows?
if you like to. You're wrong. Light burning. Safe.
She has it. She did it. She's done it. Well done.
This place. It reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through as a young girl. Imprisoned in her room at night, the faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zinbel, could see the monster in her. The beast has been here. There's water.
She has to
Keep going.
She'll have to go under. She can't. She has to. She can't. The torch will go out. Don't let the torch go out. She can do it. She can't do it.
The light's gone out.
Run! Get through it as quick as you can.
The panic is here.
Run and get to the light. Get to the light. Stop! Stop! Stay there. Stay in the light.
You have to rest here or you'll die.
Keep moving. Get to the next light. Let's go quick. Run! Run! Look. Fire. She has to go towards it. She'll have to go through the darkness. The light. She will. Forget she's too weak. She will. She has to make it. Where's the torch? Take it. You can see. She can find it. The light. She has it. Where is it? Are you afraid to search? No, you can see. The light will give us. The light will guide you.
Look.
The rooms. Can you feel them? Can you see them? Where are they? She can't see them. She doesn't know. Look. Use your eyes.
Where is it?
You have all the rooms.
Do you feel it? The beast is crawling into your mind, searching for weakness. It found your mother and used her to trap you in here.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
She can get her mother out. Her mother doesn't exist. Where is her mother? It's just another trick. Don't. Stupid girl.
It's a trap. The beast is coming. Stupid baby.
Run away from the beast. Nothing.
What have you done?
No!
You've lost him. It's over.
The darkness is back.
You've lost him. You've lost him. Get to the light!
Without his head, you will never bring his soul back. His fate is sealed. Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father Zindo while you pined for Dillion. Do you remember that darkness, Senua? The beast is bringing it back.
Mother, why did you leave me? This darkness, it's spreading. Father's keeping me away from the others. Away from Dillion. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to find Dillion.
The beast is down there.
No. She knows the beast is down there. She's not going towards him. He's always where are you watching you. He's there. You're never safe from him. You go. She needs to find Dillion. She's found it. She lost it and she has to find it. The torch alight. Can you see? Your eyes up. You're never going to find anything. You can do this. Focus.
Capable warrior. Remember your training.
Behind you!
End it now. This is nearly the end.
She listened to him, trying to help her.
He was trying to save her from the darkness.
Zinbel was right.
Zinbel was trying to save her from the darkness. But she wouldn't listen.
Never choose.
And now,
all her fault. So weak. She should have known. She should have. Why doesn't she learn? When will she learn? She doesn't understand.
now the darkness has Dillian's soul.
And it will take it and never give it back.
She can search and search, but
Rain the dwarf's sole desire is to possess this dragon's accursed treasure, and he uses Sigurd to reclaim it. He tells Sigurd the story of Fafnir's gold, and the good-hearted hero promises to slay the dragon if Rain would forge a strong sword for him. Sigurd remembers that his father once possessed a sword given to him by Odin. Odin broke the sword to bring about Sigmund's death, but Sigurd's mother still has the pieces. And so Rain reforges the famous sword. Sigurd uses the sword first to avenge his father, and then he and Rain go in search of Fafnir. The dragon Fafnir is so large and deadly that it would be impossible to kill him face to face. But each day, Fafnir crawls across the heath to find water. So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait in it. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who owned it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man would want to be wealthy until that day. And he takes the treasure.
Mas pra onde eu vou?
What's she doing?
she's lighting a torch.
She's making light. She's making a fire.
She's got light on the other side.
She'll be safe.
What's the plan? What's she thinking? How is she going to get there?
Também tava fazendo porrada, né? Não ia conseguir nunca.
Now she can go. She can do it. Stop! Through her. She has to do it. Get up! Get up! What are you doing? Now the darkness will swallow you. Where is she going? Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. What is she doing? Stop! Stop, keep going. Faster, keep going, keep going. What is she doing? Stop! Stop, keep going.
Essa parte tá difícil. Tá fácil. Tá, não.
Dillian. She can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
So Sigurd digs a pit in the dragon's path and lies in wait in it. When Fafnir slithers overhead, Sigurd sinks his sword into the dragon up to the hilt. Sigurd leaps from the pit, and Fafnir sees his killer. He warns Sigurd that the treasure will lead to his death, as it led to the death of all who owned it. Sigurd replies that death comes to all men, and every man will want to be wealthy until that day. And he takes the treasure.
Come back to me. Come back. Do you hear me?
I hear you. I'm coming for you.
Follow my voice.
I'm coming.
Just keep, use your eyes.
Dillian, I see you.
The beast has Dillian.
No! You're not taking it from me.
I warn you, Senua. I can smell your
No!
You betrayed your god.
I am leaving with him.
Turn your back on me. That is why Dillian will rot in hell. Come into my shadow.
Defend yourself. Find it now. We're winning. You can hear him. Is he fighting? Get to the light! There is no light! Find the light! Where is it? How do we work it? Out
Ignore the pain.
People die.
Você é louco. Nossa, quase tive treco. Nossa, esse bicho me assustou.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness, or the monster that her father had become.
Mais ainda.
She couldn't fight them both. And so she left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Dillian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul, even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shadow, listen.
But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. They allowed it.
Listen.
destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me to the mountain. To trust him. As deep as we can go. No.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
What else can she do? She doesn't want to do it. She has nothing. She's
Nossa, mano, o bagulho avançou muito mais.
She wants to save Dillian's soul. She must listen to the shadow.
Quem não lembra, toda vez que eu morrer e eu ganhar essa marca preta, avança. Se ela chegar na cabeça, já era. Acabou pra mim. O jogo morrer o menos possível.
I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillian. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
She can see it. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
Parece que é o caminho certo, então
Too
ainda
dangerous.
tem
She's
alguma
done it
coisa.
before. She can't fix it. She's done it before. She can. She can. She'll do it again. How will she fix it? How will she do it? There must be a way. You have to try. She'll never make it.
Parece porque é o caminho certo.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Então, tem 2 horas de vídeo já, 2 horas e 8. Vamos encerrar a live por aqui. Cenas. A gente avançou bastante, mano. Foi bem tenso essas partes. Bacana demais. Deixa eu ver aqui pra salvar. Tem negócio pra salvar.